Hey again.
Hola.
Hola, hola. ¿Cómo está?
That was nice video. I got to show that.
Okay. Yeah, it was impressive.
Yeah, I mean, couldn't do that. Let me see here.
Come on, Jeru.
Not Jeru.
Oh, one. I'll send you Jeru videos later.
That's when I get desperate. Thanks to.
Did you check out that song I sent you?
Uh-oh.
Is it cool? I'll send you a different one.
Send it again.
It's this band that's relatively modern that kind of plays like 60s rock style they do it really well.
All right.
And the bass player is amazing.
I don't remember playing on that. Hey. Thanks to you. Where is that Gibson?
Never far.
Huh?
Never far.
Hi,
Hey,
Gibson.
Geshe.
Good to see you. Wow,
Hey.
you look so bright and cheerful. I don't know what's wrong with you. Okay, I have to make an announcement first. Okay? Is that all right?
Okay. Yeah.
The best website in the world for finding a place to stay in a hotel is called TripAdvisor. And they have an annual contest of the best hotels in the world in the United States. And this is what it looks like. And these are the best of the best hotels in the United States. And number one.
Whoa, amazing.
Well done, Tim.
Yeah.
6.0.
That's incredible.
Oh, there's a lot of review.
That's the hotel that Tim Lowenhout runs in his free time. And I think he should run the Peachtree. I'm kidding.
Yeah, but can you put Peachtree up on the contest so they can also vote at the best cafe?
So I just got to say we're very grateful to Tim. And this is a hotel that a sponsor has dedicated all the income to the mixed nuts, to about half of the mixed nuts work. So we're extremely, but he said you have to run it. And it could have been a disaster. And instead, it's number one in the United States. So if you wanted to stay there, just forget it. Still owe me 2 nights there, don't forget.
I don't think I could afford to stay there.
In 200 years, I can get a spot.
If you could afford it before, you definitely can't now.
Yeah, right.
Okay, I got to go back and let Gibson do his thing. Thank you, Gibson. He disappeared.
Yeah,
Do your thing.
I'm here.
Hey.
Okay, let me share my screen. All right.
It's Friday.
Yeah. All right. So today our quiz is a little bit special. Here we have a 3 statement from the last class, and there's only one which is 100% correct. So please tell me which one is 100% correct. And for those who are not 100% correct, please tell me which part are wrong. And so let's go to the first one.
Gibson is handsome, 100%.
100%. All right. The first one is after you count out of the direct perception of antennas, you will start to see everything as an illusion. You start to see everything is not real and not important. And this is why it's called Maya. Is this correct, true or false?
Nice question.
Can anyone tell me why it is false?
What do you mean by important?
Maybe not important. All right.
Also says it's all sounds pretty good until you said not important. Because it's really
All right. Yes, it's false. And you are getting used to this discrepancy. Thing looks like they are coming from their own side, which is last time we say there are two kind of emptiness, and Geshe have an opinion. He want to say that's non in this paragraph is two kind of emptiness. So what is non? Non is thing appears to coming from its own side, and you don't believe it anymore. You start to think things are empty of being from their own side, which is don't. So this is why this period of the aftermath named like illusion,
true or false?
Hey,
Oh, false.
false. Okay. So this is the answer, the correct one for the list statement. Yeah. So let's come to the second statement. In order to make something out of your life, you should develop this shared path in your mind stream. Then go find a diamond way master who is well trained in this system. Then jump into the great ocean and don't worry about it.
True.
True. Yeah, true. Thank you, Pala. And rely on their personal advice from your teacher, and you'll be able to complete all the crucial point of the path. And here is, yeah, it's very important to find a teacher. Otherwise, you won't get the personal advice. So this statement is true.
True.
Okay, so I give you the answer. The last one is wrong. But tell me which part are wrong. The correct way to travel this path is divided into perfection way and diamond way. Jason Kaba identified the study of perfection way as cost. Then he identified the study of diamond way, perfection way as cost. Then he identified the study of diamond way as a result. So the correlation between these two is when you put effort into the study of perfection way, naturally the diamond way will start to appear in your own life. Is it correct or false? True or false?
Or you could take the
Generally
diamond as
true.
go on.
So why Jason Kappa named the perfection way? Why Jason Kappa named the diamond way as the result way of result?
That's how you practice.
Huh?
It is more literally, but there's another way you could do it, is taking it the cause.
Taking it what?
result.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, you could do it both
So-
ways, basically what I'm saying.
Okay. All right. So the other way is, Ben said last time, the reason why Jason Kappa said the study of the diamond way secret teaching is result because the way of practice the diamond way is to match that you already reached the goal and see yourself as a Raja Yogini and act like a Raja Yogini, and also see people around you have already achieved the goal, and it will help you to accelerate the progress.
Yay.
But it's probably not false. Like what
Yeah,
you said
okay,
in,
so-
in the first place. It's probably true, and then you can also say it that way.
All right.
It's
Thank you.
it's true and false.
True and false.
And so
All right.
it depends on from what perspective you're answering the question.
Yeah. Okay. Based on the
Teacher,
content.
practitioner, or tantra.
Context. All right. Okay. The vocabulary. What is geba?
Mhm.
We can't see it, Gibson.
Oh.
Oh.
Kind of. Well.
Oh, I was gonna.
Oh.
Better. Thank you. Now I can see it.
Now I feel
Okay.
delighted,
Yeah.
happy.
Delighted. Yes. So what's Gaosang?
your good, your karmic bank account goodness.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
fortunate.
I don't think anything's technically spelled that way though.
Kel's name.
Oh, oh,
That's
that's
okay.
right.
We all
Kelsang.
knew what
Yeah,
you
yeah.
meant.
People who have come to listen to the class.
Oh, I think he might have meant that in this context, but in general, it just means you.
The
got-
fortune. Yeah, the system of the fortune. Yeah.
Fortune and purity, literally.
Mm.
Okay. And nga.
Probably praise the way it was spelled in the book.
Stotra.
And how about change this one? Nga.
Mantra.
Probably mantra. I can't
Mantra.
see it, but you're probably erasing the B.
Oh,
Right?
sorry.
Oh, you can't
sorry
see
about
it.
that.
You maybe drag your screen up a little word.
Yeah, but I'm afraid I drag it, then you'll see the answer.
Wait, Gibson, what if you get rid of
Okay.
the S's? What is it then?
It's the mantra, and with the B, power is to praise.
But without either S. NGAG. What's that?
NGAG.
Yeah.
This one.
Take out the
Oh.
S he's saying.
Nga. I don't know.
Yeah.
It means word. It means word.
Word. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Isn't it word?
Oh, word. Oh,
Or to talk or something.
all right. Cool. And before I share the translation, because it's in the other computer, can I share a little video with you? 1 minute, and it's about the illusion. I think it's very interesting.
If it's me,
And it's cute.
okay.
Let me see. It's a boy with a colorblind, and this is the first time he wear on the glasses, and I think this is pretty much alike to the illusion.
Case. And tell me what color that is.
Wait, are these my color?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Red! Oh my gosh. And that's white.
Look
Oh.
at the sign up there. What's that?
And oh my gosh, that's yellow.
Don't go out there.
Wow.
I've been to
And
Mellow
this is
Mushroom
black.
Houston.
And this is white.
What color is that car?
Oh my gosh, it's kind of towards blue.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my. Oh, finally I can see the colors. Oh, and that has a blue outline, kind of yellow, kind of.
Come here.
These are
Here,
awesome.
hold my hand.
Oh
Come here.
my.
And look, what color is the bush right there?
Oh, I better put this back on.
And look at these guys over here.
Mama, can I wear these to school?
Yeah.
I want to wear them forever.
Here, look.
I'm going to wear these forever, right?
Look at these guys.
Oh my gosh. Bob, thank you so much.
What color
Oh
is
my
that
gosh,
guy?
this guy's kind of blue with kind of a red crotch there.
Yeah.
So cool.
Yay, Gibson. That's I got something. That's the color. My glasses helping to see color.
Yeah.
Oh.
I have a question though. If he couldn't see color before, how did he know that blue was blue and white was white? Red was red?
For billions of years of seas. Gotta check
You
with
can answer that.
You do know the colors. I can tell you as a semi-color blind person, you do know the colors. It's just you confuse them. So this is something that lets you not confuse the colors.
Have you tried
the glasses, Seiji? Yeah, they're amazing. Although they're kind of freaky because when you take them out, everybody looks green. Like, very weird. Everybody looks like the Hulk. Cool.
And sorry, Geshe, I couldn't find my translation on my computer. Can you just share your?
I'm going to show you on
Thank
my
you.
computer, and now you have to do it live. That's so. That's no problem. Oh, what is that? Here, right? Am I correct?
Yes, you're correct.
Okay. All right. Please read and we'll translate.
Okay, so there are different versions of the Nangjong, and because most of the people are afraid to recite this in the monastery because they think they didn't achieve that goal. Say they don't want to say I'm the practitioner. Say they will say the holy venerable teacher.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is the first line. Geshe Lama means the venerable teacher, and
Good.
the second version is I am the practitioner. This is how I pray.
Mm.
Yeah, and those who want to achieve the freedom and you should pray like what like I and you should do the same. Yeah,
Nice.
and he say Sheba Kang Che Kyang to Ni Lao. He say I have already told you that, and this is easy, and I don't need to explain to you.
What's Kang Che Kyang? What's the Kang Che Kyang?
Kang Che Kyang. Either version you can use.
Yeah, good. Either version you can use. Nice. Amazing. Good work. Please read this one.
Okay.
Wait 1 second. Wait 1 second. Okay, there we go. All right.
Okay. Ditro dum la la na me be tempa tang. She so chi jie ji tang. Nai lama lo sang tra ba te. She so chi jie ji tang. Tang bo giao qian tu ba mang tu cao. She so ji jie ji de chi jie sun ju wa ni. Xian qi tun cha la ka sang wa de. Di ju ngo min be ma chi so.
Yeah, so he's mentioning 3 different verses of prayer. And he says the prayer that, and we're going to read those 3 separately, so we don't have to go through them here. But the author says, the commentator says, oh, those are Shanki Dencha.
Those are the prayer book from others prayer book from the other prayer books.
That's just something that people like to pray at the end of the text, and different people like to do prayers. So it's not part of the text. Kakang means they have
open their mouth as recited loudly.
No, kakang, that means they added it. They added it. Okay.
Oh, added. Oh.
Yeah, it means to stuff somebody's mouth. Okay.
Oh.
But it means to add something at the end of a book, which is not part of the book. Okay?
Is it related to Kakong again? Addendum?
Yep. It's not the real juke of our text.
Oh, it's not the real conclusion in our text.
Yeah, therefore, I didn't write them all out.
Okay.
The full 3 verses, but if you're a mixed nut, you better have them somewhere in your appendix or something, because the Westerners or the modern people don't know those 3 pairs, and they're quite sweet. So we're going to take a side trip to those 3 verses, okay?
Geshe, we have to have a Kakong about the Kakong.
Say again, sorry?
We have to have a Kakong about the Kakong.
Hakong just means that's been added by people as a final prayer to the text, and it's not part of the text.
Yeah, thank you.
He's making a joke.
We have to have an addendum about the addendum.
Oh, okay. By the way, Veronica loved your photos, those 3 photos you sent me. She wants to steal the kids, so be careful. Be careful. Lock the door.
Okay, then, thank you.
Okay. Gibson, you want somebody else to read since you're so good at reading?
Okay. Earl Bunny.
Nice.
Oh.
Hey, Earl the Pearl.
Hey, can you hear me okay?
Yep. It sounds like you are underwater, but you're okay.
Okay. Here we go. Tompa lana me pe tempadang. Jawan din dra la mendrinyin pe.
Nice.
Gewan di yang drowa malupa.Egen dampe zinpe gyuru ngo.
Nice. Perfect.
I doubt it, but I appreciate it.
So Gibson, let's translate it.
Oh,
Of the Tumba who is Lana Mepa.
the teaching from the matchless teacher.
Yeah, the teaching of the teacher who is beyond any match.
Okay.
The fact that I Jawa this teaching.
So, at the first I met them.
Yeah, the fact that I have met up with this teacher, Kajin of my Lama.
Due to the gratitude of the kindness of my teacher.
Yeah, the fact that I met the Dharma in this life was due to the kindness of my teachers in my past lives. Okay, and because I met the Dharma, I've been able to do a lot of Gewa.
And be able to make a lot of virtue.
And I know this virtue.
I dedicate this virtue.
It should be a Gyu.
It should be the cause, the seed, the cause.
Yeah. That Drowa Malupa should be Zimba by a Shinyan Dampa.
Every living being should be dear, held by the holy virtuous friend, the teacher.
Yeah, the fact that I met the Dharma is because of the kindness of my teachers, and I would like to dedicate the karma of my lifetime study of the Dharma that other people might meet their teachers. Okay. Very beautiful. And that's this is from a text called The Praise of the Buddha because he taught dependence. Okay.
Oh.
And what do we want to say about that book?
It's coming next.
It's coming next, yeah.
Yeah, next book. Okay. And Geshe praises Lord Buddha for teaching dependence, and he writes him a love poem, but the whole love poem is about emptiness. So it's very cool. So we're going to translate that next. Okay, let's read this one. Oh, pick on somebody, Gibson.
Okay, Joey Chen.
Oh, good. You correct her, okay?
Okay.
Ngayi lama lopsang japate jate
Gangden.
Wow.
Yeah.
Gang nesam tewa chen laso dakbe shinka kanga shup kyang run
Good.
dakso korki topma ke basho.
Nice.
Great.
Probably Kirwar, I'm thinking, but okay. Translate Gibson line by line. Nai Lama Lo.
Okay. So Ngai Lama, my teacher, Lo Sang Drapa, Jejung Kappa.
He's
and
hanging out in Gandan or Dewachin?
He's hanging out in Tushita. How to say?
Bliss.
Yeah.
Sorry, the paradise of happiness. Or he might be in Dewachin.
The paradise of the bliss.
Happiness, yeah. A word, what's Dewachin?
Happiness, yeah.
Sukhavati is.
So these are two different Buddha paradises. So he says, my teacher also Jakpa, Joseph Kappa. I don't know where he's hanging out now. This must be after he passed away. Maybe he's in Tushita, maybe he's in Sukhavati. He's in some Buddha paradise. Okay. Dakbe Shinkan means what?
The pure paradise.
Yeah, the pure paradise. Kangna Shukyang, whichever he might be Shuk.
Whichever he might be stay.
Yeah, whichever one he's staying in. May I Kewa.
May I develop?
May I be born in my life into the front row of his core.
Of his teaching.
Of his students.
His attendant.
Student. Oh, attendant. Oh.
No, his disciples. May I be born close to him among all his students. May I be born close to him. Okay, very beautiful. Okay, that's a very. Who wrote that one? It's a. Who is that?
Gangdian Hagama.
Well, we've been trying to figure out if Gyuchen Sangye Gyatso wrote the root text.
Well, this would indicate it was not just on Kaba, but I'm supposed to answer you. I know, Nick. I'm sorry.
Oh no, it's okay. But in my research, I could not find the author of the just the root text content Lagama.
Very difficult. Yeah, it is that other writer. So Kaba.
This has notes on it though, right?
Yeah, but I think it is by Gibson. But I'll send you an answer in the email. Okay, here's the last one, Gibson. Who's gonna read for you?
Rob Haggerty.
Oh, painful. For us, not for him. Just kidding.
Hey, Rob.
Hey, Gibson, how are you?
Yeah.
Okay. Dangpo Gyatchen Tupa Mang Dutsel. Yeah. Bardu, Pardu, Shung Lup, Tamche, Dampar Shar,
Good.
Tamar, Nyinsen, Nyinsen, Kuntu, Nyamsu, Lang,
Good.
Kunkang, Temba, Gyape, Chedu, no.
What I want you to do first, you should seek a lot of tupa.
You go to a lot of mixed nuts class.
Yeah. You should seek a lot of spiritual teachings. This is his advice. Secondly, Pardu, Shungluk, all the Shungluks will appear to you as Dampa. It's very similar to the word Kadeta.
So every text will strike to you as a personal advice.
Yeah, that's like when you're sitting in a teaching by a teacher and they say something and you think they saw what you did secretly yesterday and you're like, what? And it feels like they're criticizing you directly or they're talking to you directly. And this is the blessing of having a teacher. Somehow they say the right thing at the right time. Okay, and Tamar, finally.
Finally, you will put into practice day and night.
Yeah, what you learn, put it into practice all the time. And please don't forget the Noah at all that the Temba should give.
Okay.
And the priest to dedicate in order to let the teaching spread in the whole world, in the whole universe.
Please dedicate your practice that the teaching should survive in this world. Okay? All right. Haggerty's right here.
Yeshua.
Oh.
What was the che do? Was that like the appropriate amount or dedicated appropriately or something?
For the purpose of, yeah.
For the purpose of, okay, thank you.
Chirdu and Chedu same. Good question. Haggerty's right here, Gibson. I don't know. You could say something.
Yeah, please keep continue.
Is that Shay?
Yes.
Shay, Jiangchu, Lamgi, Rimpe, Nam,
Len Gi
Myang,
say
Myang
Nam
Len,
Nam Len Gi Nam Shak Dor Du Dor Du Te J
Good.
Wang Du
Chang,
Chang
Chang,
Chang Du Yepa Dini
Sheba,
Yepa
Dini.
Dini Mang Du Tupe
Good.
Gelong Pongba
Pongwapa.
Pongwa Pongba
Pongwapa.
Pongwapa
Like a Burger King Whopper.
Losan Drakpe Pelgi Droke
Dro,
Drokri Wo Che Gaden
Genden.
Genden Nampar Gelway Lingdu Jar Wao
Jawo.
Jawo
Okay. This Chanchu Lamki Rimba, Gibson.
listed set of the path to enlightenment.
Yeah, how the Nyamlen,
How they practice.
yeah, how to practice it. I've written you a small numshot.
The journal.
Yeah, just a small presentation. And by the way, can you sense we are approaching the end of the book? So in Tibetan, you write the introduction at the end, and you say, where were you? Why did you write it? You know, things like that. It's called colophon. Right? So I wrote this as a Jejang.
As a personal note.
Yeah, I just wrote down some notes because I didn't want to forget some cool stuff. J means to forget, and Zhang here means to clear away. Okay, so it means clear away forgetting. So personal notes, like you wake up in the middle of the night with a cool idea and you don't want to forget it, you scribble it on a piece of paper, you go back to sleep, and in the morning you find this piece of paper and you're like, oh yeah. And he's being very modest. I just wrote this as just kind of personal notes, okay? But I am among the Tupa, I have to say.
But I did hear a lot of teaching.
Yeah,
Hear a lot of teaching.
I spent my whole life learning the teachings. And I am a Gelong.
And a full monk.
Yeah, I'm also a Pongwapa.
And also live the life to do the retreat.
Yeah, I've also spent a lot of time in retreat as a hermit, okay? My name is Xuanzang.
My name is Lobsang, the pure heart, and my pure heart is getting to be known for everyone.
Yeah, and where I wrote it is at Genden number Gyaweling.
It's in the forest of the Victory Forest called the Genden.
It's called the Island of Total of Virtue. The Island of the Total Victory of Virtue. Okay. If you slur it, it's Ganden Monastery. Okay. It's Genden, and he changed it to Ganden. And this is written in his final years in the first buildings at Ganden. So it was just like they had $5 and they put up a shack and they said, this is going to be Ganden Monastery. And it was kind of a joke, you know. I'm in Ganden Monastery. How many monks? 5. What's the how big is the monastery? It's about as big as an outhouse, you know. And he wrote it there, you know. But he had a vision, right? Right, Xiaoping? He saw a grand university, and later it did have. Later it had about 8,000 monks before it was destroyed. Okay, number Jiawen Lingdu. Jarawa means
retreat. Last summer.
It means where I wrote the book. Jarawa means to compose. Yeah.
Oh.
And that monastery was built on top of a riwo
mountain.
Yeah, and there's a lot of drogpas walking around.
Nomads.
Gopa means like sheep herders and goat herders. Poor people with sheep trying to find some grass. And he kind of said, well, can you just stay over there? I got to build a monastery here. So it used to be called Nomad Mountain. Nomad Mountain. It means sheep herder mountain. Very humble place. It was just like an empty rock at Diamond Mountain. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I'm just curious. Does Gendon, does that mean virtue, like those who have virtue, or does that mean the place had virtue?
It means later it became Ganden, but in the beginning it was Genden, place of the virtuous, and his system became called Ge Lukpa, this of the virtuous. So this Ge got transferred to the name of his system, Ge Lukpa. Yeah. 4 great schools of Tibet. Okay. Now, guess what? Gibson, there's nothing new in this next paragraph. He just, we're going to skip it. He quoted the whole colophon. So who are you going to pick on next?
Claire, Xu Tingting.
Ooh.
Morning.
Good morning.
Dear Bay Chu Lam Yi Ling Hei Nei Han Bay.
Good.
Đông Pei Chi Del Ru Dong Yi Lei. Đấy.
Shar.
Char.
Yeah.
Char. Ha Bay Nei Lam Linh Yi Dong Bu
Nè.
Ném sự bám thả
Lăng bà.
ngắn sẽ đi tham thông hạt mấy miếng nông tế là đi hạt thông tế thế này.
Yeah.
Bây
Young. This one, yeah.
Young y qua nan pa niên pa tham là chế pan mi
Chào.
Good job. Okay. In this book, all the ne of the lam-rim are tongue.
In this book, all the crucial point is complete.
Yeah, all the crucial points of the lam-rim are complete. So when you dumba it, I want you to dumba telbu. I'll give you a clue about Del. This Del is the Del in Delnjor.
Okay, Legion of Fortune.
Yeah, but leisure in Del means slow. Does that give you a clue? Right?
Step by step.
When you recite it methodically.
Or slowly.
Oh, go slow. Okay. When you recite this lam-rim out loud, please do it slow. Okay. And shar means bring the meaning into your mind. You know, as you go through the text, go so slow that you can do a running meditation on the meaning. It's a very beautiful, it's a wonderful practice. If you learn to do it, you recite very slow and you bring up each image in your mind as you go. It's like watching a more interesting Netflix. Okay? We think this is misspelled. Did you check, Gibson?
It's only shar without the pao.
Okay, good. Okay. Yeah, that means bring each subject up in your mind as you recite. Okay. As example, in a shar Shago. Yeah, there's the same shar. Okay. Chena. And then lam rim ki dun dune nyamsa lam bagyur. If you bring up the meaning of each verse slowly in your mind as you recite super slow, you will cover the meaning of the lam rim. And that is a nyamlen.
It's a practice.
Yeah, because the steps of the lam rim are meant as meditation steps. When you say lam rim, when you say steps of the path, they are meant to be meditation steps, most of them. Okay. So he says, if you can slow down when you recite this thing and think about each meaning as you say it, then you are practicing the whole lam rim. Okay. And it's not just siktam.
It's not only word.
That's not
verse.
just, most of us, when we recite it, blah, 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 it's too fast and you're not thinking, you're thinking about what's for breakfast after the recitations, which is what I used to do in the monastery. So,
what is the dun here? Down, T-O-N.
Spelling of dun. Okay. So
recite.
Yeah, recite. Yeah, and you should check it, but it's some kind of tense of the verb dumba to recite. Yeah. So it won't be just reciting empty words. Okay. Then it won't be just. Then he adds an extra thing, which is kind of funny. He says, "Then what's that mean, Gibson?"
Then the same long ring.
Therefore, when you guys do your katan,
when you recite the long ring
in the monastery every day, when you guys are reciting, please don't do it with duchak.
Don't do it with the desire
or attachment to da nyamba.
The sound, the melody.
It sounded sweet.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. And everybody's like, wow, I'm the best one in this whole room. And he says, please don't think like that. Don't get distracted by how beautifully you can recite. Okay. All right. Who's next, Gibson? Who you gonna? By the way, sometimes they end the book quickly, and sometimes it's like, I don't know. Sometimes the ending is longer than the book.
Venerable Xuanzang.
Den nam sulen su gya gate par lam gidang journey che nu nang mang du dokshing mikor shik loksu dri yupe gya par ma shela sikdun zokpa nya shen gi drel pa wa ma tong yang rang lucy new key drill. Whoa, something like that.
Okay, good. Sorry. What's Nyam Len mean, Gibson?
The meditation.
Yeah. No. The actual practice of these steps. I could have imposed the structure of the Lam Rim on this prayer, right? This is a prayer that was made at Radeng Monastery by Tsongkhapa. Oh, sorry. Which book are we in? Yeah, this is Tsongkhapa making a prayer about his spiritual life. Sorry, I'm on a different book. And I could have imposed on this commentary the structure of the Lam Rim, greater capacity, medium capacity. I could have made a whole Lam Rim structure. Che Nu, I knew.
I'm able to do that.
I could do that. I know how to do that. But I had a topa that it might be mumble.
I had a fear that it would be too much.
Yeah, I was worried that it might be too much for you guys. Okay. Miko Shiglok Suchi Yupe. And I have already written, Mikor means the visualizations, the series of visualizations. I have already written books about it, Loksu, separately. Yeah, I've written separate texts like the Lam Chemo, 1,000 pages. If you want to do the visualizations one by one, go check out my other books. I covered it in the other books, okay? Therefore, I didn't get Geshe in this book about the visualizations.
So I don't explain the visual in this book.
Yeah.
So is this Jejong Kappa or Choni Lama saying here?
This is Choni Lama. Yeah.
Choni Lama. All right.
Because of the next sentence, it has to be Choni Lama. Okay. Sigden Zopar. The meaning of each word in detail. Shenki Jalwa Matong.
Already rap?
Already
commented on?
Yeah. The meaning of each separate term in this poetry, Shenki Jalwa, commented upon by others.
You're not going to find this in other commentaries.
I've never seen anybody go through and explain Jetso Kappa's own account of his own spiritual life, word by word. I've never seen anybody do it. So, of course, Chi Nu I Jawa.
Therefore, I wrote this commentary.
Whatever ability I had.
Yeah, to the best of my brain, Ranglo. Okay, to the best of my brain's ability, I wrote a commentary. Okay, because I haven't seen other people explain the wording one by one, and I don't know of other great commentaries like this on that very important word. Okay. Okay, who are you gonna pick on next?
Sugen.
Yay, Sugen, finally.
Yes. Mepa, Gelwe Songrap Kun Ki, Ying Poitun, Nyamsu Lempe Dom Parap Trilwa, Chang Chudrup Pe Lam Ki Rimpandi, Tup Tangyal Sena Norbusin.
Nice. Okay. Mepa means thus it has finished. Thus I've reached the end. Okay. It means so spoken. I have reached the end. Then he puts in a little poetry. Okay. Galway Sungrab. What's Galway Sungrab?
The highest spoken word by the victor.
Yeah, you got to be careful with this word, because if you say the highest spoken word of the Buddha, it means he also spoke lower words. And actually, the word for Dharma, Damche, which people translate as holy Dharma, means there's many Dharma teachings in the world, and this is the highest. Shakyamuni's is the highest. So here, the highest of spoken words in the universe, actually. Okay. The highest of spoken words in the universe, which is by the Buddhas. I took the Nyingbudun.
I took the essence of the meaning.
Yeah. And I made it so you could Nyamsu Lemba.
And medicine you can put into the actual practice.
Yeah. And this should be probably Domba. Okay. Okay. It means I wrote you, Domba means like a poetry, short poetry presentation for your personal practice. Okay. Jill, does anybody tell me, Jill?
To rap, like a rap up braille.
Yeah, like me and my wife are always arguing about which kind of plastic wrap is better. And that's called Jilwa. Okay. Chandra Dupelam, what's that mean?
This is the way you travel on the step on the path to enlightenment.
The road that you have to travel to enlightenment, the steps of that road. This Lam Rim, okay? This Lam Rim is like a Norbu.
Like a jewel.
At the Tse,
At the peak.
At the peak of the Gibson of the tupas.
The victory banner of the able one.
All the Buddha's teachings. Okay, so this little lamrim is like a jewel that is at the top of the stick that's holding the victory banner of the teachings of all the Buddhas. Why is that important? If you want to create a Chintamani,
Yeah, you have to put it up on a flagpole and put herbs on it and stuff.
Yeah, and you have to wash it a special way, and then you have to do prayers on certain moon dates. And then a common jewel that you find in the river or something, it will become a wishing jewel. Okay. What's the ultimate wishing jewel, according to that same teaching?
Other people.
Okay. So it's very beautiful. He says, I just wrote you a little book here, few verses, and don't forget to put it on the top of the stick. It means use it to serve others. It's very beautiful. Okay. Make it a wishing jewel. Okay. Nice. Okay. Keep going. Who's next? Who are you going to torture?
Tang.
Yay. Tang. She's making some beautiful translations, you guys.
Yay.
Thank you, Geshe. Day tier, tum tier, nyam len, chop tem chi, chipa I kyang galwa, dem gyurna, GK sheshin tobar, nyam len du tu, tawa, kang yin, ngorta jimmy chair.
Nice. So because it's a wishing jewel on the top of the flagpole, if you can nyamlen just some this instruction.
If you just can practice a little bit.
Yeah, just put a little bit into practice, please. If Gipa is high honorific, who's using it to who? It's a tradition for high lamas to use it to their students. If you geniuses could just move your holy body to do these actions, that would be so cool. So Kalden means you'd be a huge bank account, huge karmic bank account. You'd be rich karmically, okay? That's if you can just do any little tiny piece of this. But if you could do it Zogba,
if you can put all the Longren into the practice.
This whole text, if you could put the whole thing in practice. Darwa, I know you're going to ask me word. I hope you're going to ask me.
It means a string. Doesn't it mean a thread or something?
No, there's a very unusual verb called laklen darwa. And it's rare. And it means to put something into practice. Okay. As opposed to theory. Okay. Just move it into your real life. Laklen darwa is a very rare verb. It means move it into your real life. Okay. That's gonna be
amazing.
Chimi Che means why wouldn't that be goddamn amazing? You know, wow. You know, if you could practice the whole thing. Okay. Who's next?
Anatone.
Xuanzang cha she yong sop kun de nyen tuk den hla lam ze par cha chir dang do di kam ki drip moon sel be che
Selvache.
Selvache. Yeah. Plak sam dak be yok yongdro yongdroi shuki drum.
Okay, nice. You're getting better and better. I don't know what happened. Getting worse and worse, but your Tibetan's getting better. Okay, Shungden means Shungden Chashe means all the parts of the meaning of this great book. Yongzo,
It's already complete.
all of them. If you can put them all together, you will create a friend of the Kumuda. Okay.
Water lily or
Yeah, it's I don't know, sometimes you can say a blue lotus or something like that. Okay.
yeah.
And the Tibetans corrupted it to Kunda. It was Kumuda. Okay. And so when does the Kumuda open?
At night, right?
It's like I have a datura in my garden. I brought it from Diamond Mountain, and it only opens at night. And so there's a pollination problem because bees don't never go out at night. And but the datura created this incredible scent inside, and it's also a drug. It's a heavy drug. So the bees sit on the edge of the bud, and they wait for. They're supposed to be home by dark. I guess they have school teachers there or something, and they sit and they wait until the moonlight hits it. And when the moonlight hits it, it cracks open, and they run in there and they get the pollen and the juice and they run home, And then some of them go down in there and they get stoned on the juice. And in the morning you go and they open it up and they're all like, oh. It's kind of cute. I have a picture. Anyway, who's the friend of the Datura? The moon. Okay, it's a name. The friend of the night blooming lotus. The friend is the moon. Okay.
Oh, cool. We're over time, Geshe, just a heads up.
That moon is Tupetemba.
The teaching of the able one.
Yeah, the teaching of the Buddhists is the moon. Anybody tell me why?
Because it opens.
It will cool you down, mental friction.
Yeah, it's supposed to be that the moonlight on your skin is cooling, especially if you have a burn on your skin or something. You go out and put it in the moonlight.
Pardon.
So they fix your. Okay. Last question, Gibson. Then we'll finish the rest next time. What's Salam?
The path of the divine.
Yeah, anybody can guess. It's a poeticism.
I mean,
Sky. The path of the gods. The path that the gods travel. Okay. All right, we're gonna stop there. Otherwise, Nick will yell at me.
I won't.
Yeah. Thank you, Geshe.
You did a good job, Gibson, and it's a pleasure to have you as a translator.
Thank you.
Sashimi. Nick, any advice? Like go to the bathroom?
Sashi, I advise you all to go to the bathroom and don't yell at your teacher. Don't be like me.
Huh?
No, just kidding. I would never do that.
Not that I can remember. Okay.
No, never.
Thank you, Geshe.
Only to exile.
He just yells at other surfers.
No, they yell at me.
You guys sing.
All right.
Who's yelling at you, Nick? I'm gonna talk to him.
No.
Nick, can I say one thing? An anonymous sponsor in the group here in Sedona has donated $1,000 to the mixed nuts.
Yay.
Yeah, so I'm going to give it to Rosa. She'll get it to you. Okay.
Okay, that's great. Thank you so much for whoever donated that. And if anybody else feels inspired, I will put the donation link in the chat just because We're a
Whoa.
nonprofit and we need all the help we can get.
We're definitely a non-profit. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
When do we come back, Nick?
Well, technically 2 minutes. Let's go 5 minutes. So 33.
Thank you.